Hey, 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 hey. You're with Tom and Fern. I'm Tom.
I'm Fern. Well, before we start talking, we got to reference this. You worked on this, right? This brand new, what is it, electronic placard? Is that what they call it?
Yeah, that's
behind us?
That's a technical term.
Actually, we tried to get both of our heads on there, but yours wouldn't fit.
Yeah.
You're an editorial page editor, so yours wouldn't fit there. But what are we talking about today?
All right, we're talking Bucks. You want to talk about the Bucks? Go.
First week of practice, well, actually Saturday, we'll mark the first week of practice. Just a couple of things noticing from 50 miles away, first week of practice. Jameis Winston, who had interception problems last year at Florida State, throwing 18. He threw 5 the first 2 days. A few of those were in blitz situations where they pressured him. He just threw it up. Other times, rather than check down, which is what, as you know, quarterbacks have to do. They can't throw the ball 30 yards down the field all the time. Apparently, he didn't want to do that, threw interceptions. So it's early in camp. You expect your rookie quarterback to struggle, but that's one thing he's going to have to learn is throwing the ball for 5 yards rather than
three interceptions in one practice, right?
In one practice and 2 the next day.
I thought you were talking about Andrew Luck.
Oh.
Andrew Luck. Three interceptions Wednesday in an inter-squad game for the Colts.
When was that?
Yeah, last night.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so you didn't read the paper this morning. So, actually, that wasn't in the paper. That was I had to find somewhere else.
but Andrew Luck has a track record of doing well.
But it just goes to show you. Yeah. You don't know what's happening. Lovie Smith said after that one practice that they were running the blitz packages, which they were, trying to put a lot of pressure on him. So I just think everybody needs to chill on this. I mean, 3 interceptions in practice, yeah, whatever. I mean, especially if they're running blitz packages, if they're trying to put the pressure on. You know, I think a lot of that you have to go and look at what were the circumstances, what were they doing. You know, Jameis, played better, did better later that practice. So I think this is probably much ado about nothing in the internet era.
In the internet era, but it just goes to show you that when the Bucks open up their season, this is exactly what defenses are going to be doing to Jameis. They're going to be blitzing him probably 2 of the 3 downs and make him beat him through the blitz. Also,
wait, 30th they were 30th in total offense.
I know
year,
you're
right?
a Buck apologist.
Yeah,
I'm a Patriot apologist.
30th in sacks allowed. Right. That is not a good picture. I'd say if they win 5-6 games with Jameis Winston this year, that would be a huge success. You were 2-14 last year.
Right.
Negative 133 point differential. So I mean, and you were going off on Glazer and some of his comments.
Well, I mean, they talked to Glazer before, and I thought these comments are kind of telling because they run the range of a team that's going to finish 0-16 or a team that could finish 16-0. Anything can happen. Growing year. I'm not calling it a rebuilding year. Not going to do it all at once. This is a team that has the potential to go very, very far. So with those comments alone, the coach, he's basically covering all his bases on what his team is going to do this year.
Exactly.
Vegas over and under 5.5 wins. I came in the paper last week. I said 4-12. I'm not going to get burned again. I think 4 or 5 wins should be acceptable for a rookie quarterback. Agree?
Agree. Yeah. So So anyway, what the concern thing I think for the franchise would be, and the GM was saying that everybody in the city is super excited.
I'm not getting any of that.
Maybe in Tampa, maybe, I don't know. But down here, I don't hear anybody talking about the Bucks. I hate to say it, I just don't hear anybody talking about them. And so I think they have to first win some games, obviously. But rebuilding a brand is difficult. And particularly in this era when I think the NFL has a challenge on its hands. Going to a game now can be a hassle.
It is a hassle.
It's big crowds and it's costly. And when you can sit home with your red zone TV thing sitting all the game, I think it's become a game that's tailored to television. And so they're going to have challenges drawing people back, and it's going to take a while. So we'll see.
Well, as the Bucks haven't won a playoff game since '07. I think they haven't sold out a game since 1987. But you can go to the Jacksonville Jaguars. You're right. We'll get off this in a minute. It's much more convenient to stay home in your Baca lounger. And if you have a few 2 beers,
in your
easy chair.
Okay. All right, let's hit the Rays real quick. Then we got to go.
Real quick. Since the second half of the season, Rays are 8-10. They were 3.5 back at the All-Star break. They are now 7.5 back, but only 3 back in the wild card. Very interesting statistic. The last 6 games, they scored 37 runs. When you think of the Rays offense, you think of non-offensive. But they only went 3-3 in those games, averaging 6 runs a game. The Rays better win 4 or 5 5 of those games. What do you look for this team? Only 3 games out. You think they can hang close enough? Picked up Daniel Nava, ex-Red Sox, so that could turn the tide.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think going forward for the Rays?
More of the same.
More of the same.
Yeah, but I was looking at the standings. My Orioles are only 1 game out of the wild card now, and with the two wild card format has just changed everything, and everybody's in it, and the Rays are still in it. So we'll see. But
I like that. I was a traditionalist. I didn't like the 1 wild card. They added another one, and now it makes these races exciting where they may not normally be exciting down the stretch.
Dramatically change the nature of the game.
Yeah.
All right.
And next week we're going to get caught up on high school football. You're going to learn the teams in the area and the nicknames, and we'll attack that next week.
All right. Speaking of changes for the better, we're going out here. See ya. Bye.
See ya. Bye.